Hi. Oh, is this working? Is this working? I think so. Okay. Whoa, my light is way too bright. Gonna move that further away. Hi, everyone. Okay, please let me know if there are any issues with the camera or the audio or the internet. Yay, but hopefully everything goes well. Good to see everyone. Oh my gosh, so excited. Let's see who all is here right now. Let's go to live chat. Wow, okay, so we have Spectra, we have Alyssa, who's first time being able to make a stream. Yay, welcome. Glad to have you here for the first time. We have Mitchie and Amber, Death Eating Popcorn. Hello, Death Eating Popcorn. Tatiana, Tori. Hi, everyone. Yay. Okay, awesome. How is the sound and the video quality today? I know last month we had some issues, especially with the Wi-Fi. So actually, I turned off the Wi-Fi on my phone. I'm just streaming using my cell phone data, which seems to be actually better than Wi-Fi. Yay. Oh, thank you. Spectra says you look stunning today. Thank you so much. I actually put on makeup, but I didn't have time to change my clothes. So I have a formal face and very casual outfit. But yeah, okay, so a little update about what's been going on this month while we wait for some more people to trickle in. I've had quite the month. It started off really well. I think it started off, I was productive and on time and I was on top of things. And then halfway through the month, Tatiana says makeup just for us. Yes, makeup just for you guys. Also, if there's like a slight delay, I think there might be like a 10-second delay. It's just the stream itself. So if I reply to your comment 10 minutes late, that's why. But yeah, my dog Mushroom, the Pekingese, she has like the flat face with the big brown eyes. She started having eye problems, like she was squinting. We took her to the vet. They said it was just a scratch on her cornea. It's called like a corneal ulcer. And then they gave us drops. We gave her the drops. It didn't get better. We took her to another vet. They gave us more drops. They said, wow, like the scratch is now infected. So we were on this regimen where we're giving her like 6 drops a day, several times a day. And then she still didn't get better. So we got her checked again, 3rd time. And they said she has to go in for emergency surgery because her eye was at risk for rupturing because the infection had spread so quickly, like overnight it had doubled or something. Oh, Amber says that happened to my dog. She was blind after a couple of months, no matter what we do. Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, for us, it's very similar too. I think, well, she has a regenerative eye disease. So no matter what, she's gonna go blind at some point eventually, just very slowly over time. But this eye scratch thing was just something we did not expect. And then she had to go in for emergency surgery. That took a while. And then after the surgery, basically they like took a bit of her eyelid and stitched it into her eyeball so that there could be extra blood flow into the eyeball. So then like one of her eyes like stitched halfway shut and we had to give her these drops. And for the first few days after the surgery, it was like really risky for infection. So we had to give her drops every 2 hours, including overnight. So we were not getting any sleep. We were doing it in shifts, my fiance and I. Because he has to work a normal 9 to 5, he got, the more normal shift, whereas like I'm more flexible, I work from home. So I was up for a while, but it was really hard for me to get any work done for that week because every 2 hours I'd had to give her 5 to 6 drops, which, and you have to space the drops 5 minutes apart. So it took me like 30 minutes to do each batch of drops. So basically every 90 minutes, I would have to stop whatever I was doing and give her drops. And then for me, I guess I'm just really finicky with my work process. Like I need a couple of hours at least of uninterrupted time. I need to be able to block it off. So that was really tough. Not really sure how I could ever have gone through that again. Like I'm not sure if I could ever go through that again. That was really, really rough on me and my sleep schedule. So I was like a zombie for a week. And then, but luckily she's getting a lot better now. And we can reduce the number of drops to every 4 hours. So at least now if we sleep in shifts, we can each get at least like a 7-hour sleep a night. So, but yeah, that's why I was kind of inactive for a little bit, for a few weeks there. I was just dealing with pet stuff, and I had a few breakdowns because I was so sleep deprived and I was stressed that I was falling behind on work. So that was not fun to deal with. I think when you don't have any sleep, it brings out kind of all your emotions to the surface. It amplifies everything. So I'm really glad that she's better now, and hopefully we can get back on track. But yeah, okay. I am done rambling. I think we are, okay, I've been streaming for at least 6 minutes now, so I'm gonna get started. I wanna make sure that I can maximize my time with you all with the art stuff today instead of just me rambling. Let me see if I can catch up on some comments that I missed. Oh no, Amber says her Boston Terrier was scratched by the cat. That's how she got the scratch. That's, I feel so bad. I mean, like, it's cute to see cats and dogs interact, but yeah, when it gets really physically violent, I'm always scared of that too. I have 2 cats and 2 dogs. So not sure how she got the scratch. I don't think it's the cats scratching her, because the cats don't like the dogs, so they always stay away from them. I think it's just her like bumping into stuff because her vision's, you know, getting poorer and poorer by the day. Or she's playing with her ball too ferociously. She loves her ball. Let's see. Death Eating Popcorn says, my dog Ripley turns 19 tomorrow. She's mostly blind. They adapt pretty well if you don't move furniture around too much. Yeah, that's what our vet said too. We don't plan on moving out of this house anytime soon. So hopefully, as she slowly goes blind, she at least will have an environment that she's familiar with. But wow, 19, that's awesome, congrats. That is a legendary dog. Spectra says, it was like having a newborn baby. Good practice if you ever plan on having kids. Yeah, that's what I messaged my mom during one of my breakdowns. I was like, oh, how can I ever have kids? I can't even do this for like a week. How can I do this for like a year? She's like, don't worry, when you have kids, you'll have help. Or you just, I guess, when you're a mom, your hormones kick in probably. Or at least you're prepared for it. I was not prepared to be like, hey, for the last 2 weeks of October, don't get any sleep. And then, oh, Mitchie says, I learned today that my sister's having another baby. Oh, congrats to your sister. Okay, I'm gonna point the camera down and then we can do some painting requests. While I'm pointing the camera and moving it around, feel free to shoot me any of your requests that you might have, like for painting. Let's see. Oops. Okay, there we go. Am I upside down? Okay, I think I'm accidentally streaming upside down. So let me just fix this here. I'm just gonna turn my phone around. There we go. Yeah, I have some gouache prepared. I was gonna do some oil live streaming, but you know, it's a commission that I'm working on. I'm finishing up right now, and also finishing up the, oh, there we go. Okay, also finishing up filming the video for the tutorials this month for your Patreon rewards. So I thought it'd be best just to take a break and do something more lighthearted, something not like an actual project, because it's always tough for me to live stream and also work on an actual painting. So I think taking requests is really fun. It's a good chance for me to bond with you. All right. Let's see. I have my little notebook. In case anyone's curious, it's an Arteza brand watercolor pad, and the size is 5.5 by 8.5. So it's like half of a US letter sheet. And here I just have a little mason jar of water for gouache, paper towel, and for the palette, I actually have like some palette paper. And then I have all of these colors. I just grabbed a few random ones. I have more colors on hand too if I decide I need more, but for now I just got the basics, the Roy G. Biv. And the palette paper, in case anyone's curious, it's from Royal and Langnickel. It's 9 by 12. It's white, and it's basically like a pad of, I don't know, I think it's like a wax paper, parchment paper type, but it's a lot sturdier than that. It's great for palettes, especially if you don't want to keep re-cleaning your palettes. Let's see. Okay, we got some comments that I'm catching up on. Oh no. Alyssa says, I'm curious if you've ever come across black light / glow oil paint. I usually live paint at music shows, and I would like to use something like that, but can only find acrylic. And Tatiana says, just between us, is Arteza worth the money? And I got a few requests to paint something with wings, like a fairy. Cool. I will definitely paint a fairy. To answer your questions, so the first one about blacklight glow paint. Ooh, honestly, I've never come across oil that's like friendly for blacklight or glow in the dark. I feel like it probably exists, but I think definitely acrylic has more options. If you're painting under blue light, I know that any light colors like white or some sort of neon colors will probably glow under black light. I don't know if there are any oil paints that are glow in the dark. If there are, I haven't heard of any, but yeah, I would say just if you have a few neon colors or just mix a lot of saturated colors with white, they'll pop up more in black light. Like I've been to raves and concerts where I just wear like a highlighter yellow t-shirt or something, like white sneakers, and they always show up pretty well under the black light. But yeah, sorry, I don't have more suggestions about that type of oil paint. But ooh, okay, there we go. I'll shoot my palette for now so we can see. But for the question about is Arteza worth the money, I would actually say yes. They do sponsor me, so I do want to throw that out as a disclaimer, but they never required me to give like a positive review. They said just kind of give an honest review and try them out and make pieces. And, I do get like the free supplies. I get paid a small fee to make dedicated videos for them, but it's not, it's never like a point where I'm forced to be dishonest. And I have to say, like, they're not artist quality or professional quality, but they also don't brand themselves as professional quality. Like they never aim to be professional. It's just more of a student or economic grade. I would say it's pretty comparable to like the Blick student line based on the ones I've tried. It's a lot better than what I get at Walmart, for example. I don't know what the brand is called. There's one called like Reeves or Artist Loft. Those are the ones you get that are super cheap at like Walmart or Target or sometimes Michael's. Arteza is definitely a grade above those. But yeah, in terms of are they worth the money? For sure. I think they're very, very reasonably priced, especially if you can find a good deal or they're always having sales. Like, I think I got a set of 60 acrylics, like 60 colors in acrylics for $20-something. So that's about, I would say, like 30 to 50 cents per bottle, or per tube of paint. But yeah, with these student grade mediums, I think in general, the rule of thumb for me is you can always make a beautiful piece of art if you have the skills and you have the dedication. It's not really about the medium. And yes, the medium is important, and the difference between like the highest end and the lowest end is very noticeable. But in terms of like student grade versus artist grade, especially if you're just practicing or creating pieces for fun, I think it really doesn't matter as much as what you do with the medium. If you're a talented artist, you can make a beautiful work of art with just a pencil and a sheet of paper. So I always think, like, for me, especially if I'm trying a new medium, I like to start off with the student grade because it helps me ramp up without too much investment. Or if I end up not liking it and not wanting to use the medium further, I haven't spent, hundreds of dollars on something I'm never going to use again. So yeah. And let's see. Spectra says, Reeves is terrible. Glad to hear Arteza is better. And okay, a fairy, something Halloween related. What about maybe like a dark fairy? Like Maleficent style, maybe. Okay, still not sure how I'm gonna, okay, let's see. Let me just think of, let me sketch out a quick under drawing before I start. Maybe using, let's see, what pencil should I use? Okay, I have a little red pencil I can use. Oh no, okay, never mind. The tip is broken. I will just use a mechanical pencil then. Actually, I have a red mechanical pencil, yay! Then I don't have to worry about the tip breaking. I don't know if I showed this to you all before, but it's a mechanical pencil. It's a 0.7 millimeter, and I bought this special red mechanical pencil lead. It is erasable, and it's great for doing sketches. I always like to start off with a sketch with color and not in graphite for some reason. I guess because, I don't know, because I think it interacts better with whatever paint medium I lie on top of it. Obviously, everything's gonna be tinted a bit red, but to me, like the graphite of a regular lead pencil, it tends to bleed out or mix with the colors in very unpleasant ways. Okay, so if I were to do a dark witch, or a dark fairy, and she has wings, let's see. I kind of wish I would have started this lower so I have room for the wings. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, and then for anyone joining for the first time, feel free to shoot any comments in the chat box and I will periodically look at them and answer them while I'm painting. Yay, multitasking. Okay, maybe, actually, you know what? I'm gonna start over, guys. I actually don't like this one. The pose is too boring. Let's do a full body one. I don't think I've painted full body in a while. So let's see. If she's hunched over, we can get more view of the wings. So maybe she's like, this is her hair, by the way. You guys are probably like, what is she drawing? Okay, question from Death Eating Popcorn. Doing anything fun for Halloween? So I actually went to a Halloween party over the weekend. It was the first time I had seen other humans for the whole week because I was just inside my house giving Mushroom her drops 24/7. So I actually was planning on skipping the party initially, and then after my several mental breakdowns, my fiance is like, no, you need to go and see people because you're going crazy just being cooped up all day. And it was really fun. I went to one at my neighbor's house, and then afterwards another one for my fiance's friends. It was just good to see people, to interact with people. I'm actually quite the extrovert, so for me, I get energy from hanging out with people, from interacting with others. And if I'm by myself for too long, it drains me of my batteries, so to speak. So to recharge, I have to be around people. And I didn't realize how extroverted I was until I started doing art full time and being by myself a lot. That's like the one thing I don't like about it, is not having the daily kind of guaranteed socialization of being with a team. You know, even though I was not good at my job and I didn't really like the work I did, I loved the social aspect of it and being able to make friends with my coworkers, you know, and some of my coworkers I'm still like really close friends with to this day. So I always miss my social life that I had working full time at a normal job. But yeah, it was really fun. And then for the actual Halloween day, I'm not sure. I think I'll just stay home and host trick-or-treaters. Last year I wasn't here for Halloween. I forgot where I was, but my fiance said it was really fun, and some of the kids would take a lot of candy, which, you know, we don't mind. I just think it's so cute because I totally thought about that when I was a kid, like, ooh, can I take extra? But yeah, he said this one girl in our neighborhood took like pretty much all the candy, and he had to go out and get more because we ran out. But yeah, okay. I don't know if this leg is looking right, but let's just hope it looks right. I figured if she's, oh yeah, by the way, I'm not using any reference photos here, so if anything looks off, please forgive me. It's, I'm gonna try my best to remember how the human body looks. I think, okay. Also, I guess she's a nude fairy now. We've decided that. Okay. Cool, and I'm gonna have her wings go all the way up. And if she's dark, maybe we'll have some like some tatters on her wings, like something broken and torn. I actually love the look of tattered moth and butterfly wings. It's, I don't know, to me, it's like there's so much story to be told, I guess. There we go. Oh, got some new comments. Tatiana says, I have an oil paint related question. I recently have used the Gamblin solvent-free fluid, but somehow it always left crumbs on my painting. It didn't happen with the gel. Is that normal? Oh, okay. So I've never used the solvent-free fluid before. I have used the gel though. I'm not sure if it's normal. I would have to say, like, just based on a guess, and using other brands of fluids, that it should not be leaving crumbs. I'm not sure why it would be leaving crumbs. What kind of oil paint are you using? Yeah, no matter what, I don't think the paints should ever be leaving crumbs. It might, I have dealt with crumbs on my paintings before, but it was something silly, like I had drawn on my panel and then erased it, and my eraser bits, the little bits that came off my eraser, were still on the panel, and then I just started painting without thoroughly wiping it clean, and so it kind of started mixing with the paint, and as the paint dried, the crumbs showed up more. But yeah, usually, I don't think the solvent-free fluid itself should be giving you crumbs. I found that actually Gamblin has pretty good customer service, so if you message them, I'm sure they'll send you a refund or a replacement. But yeah, that's weird. I guess also I love the solvent-free gel medium. So if worst comes to worst, just stick to the gel, because to me the gel is like perfect. I don't like the fluid mediums as much because I have to have another place to store them, like on my palette, whereas the gel I can just squeeze onto my palette as if it were normal paint. So what should I do with this other leg? I guess I'll have it, maybe I'll have the other leg. Okay. I'm trying to give her quite human looking proportions. Okay, if this foot is here like this. Oh, there we go. Maybe. Wow, this foot does not look right. Something's really off. Okay, there we go. Needs to have more of an arch. And then maybe the other leg I will have. Yeah, it's interesting, because I kind of cornered myself into not having enough room on the actual page. It's okay. This is a very strange composition. That's fine. We will work with it. Okay, she's sitting on, like, I'm gonna have her sit on a rock full of moss, so I will fill that in later. So maybe the other leg, she can just have it extended. Like, actually, I might do something crazy. I might have the other leg just go off the page, because why not? There we go. Oh yeah, and then the great thing about this red lead pencil is that it's erasable. Okay, Tatiana says, it was normal artist grade oil paint in Germany. Maybe the fluid was quite old when I bought it. Yes, I love the gel now as well. Without the crumbs, the fluid would be amazing. Yeah, Perhaps if it was old and then you opened it and it kind of had time to dry, that might affect the viscosity. I do know, though oil paint does last a long time, if you leave stuff open, including the mediums, they do change, like being exposed to air, but can't go wrong with the gel. The gel is awesome. Okay, wow, I'm really messing up this leg. I need to, see, these live streams are good because not using a reference really forces me to think about like what parts of the human anatomy I need to work on and practice more with, because I obviously don't remember. But I'm guessing like if her leg is like this, okay, maybe like that. Does that look right? That looks kind of right. I'm gonna give her thighs some more volume because I feel like if the leg was pressed up like this, the thigh would definitely deform to be bigger. There we go. It'd push all the thigh meat together. There we go. Okay, that kind of works. Yay! She has one tattered wing. But yeah, for what's really funny is for Halloween, my fiance and I dressed up as each other. So he wore a woman's outfit, and then I wore a man's outfit. And he actually won sexiest costume because he loved being in drag. I told him, I'm like, you have a future in drag, because he just loved all the attention. He loved he loved grabbing his own fake boobs. He was so funny, and I guess because his costume was so popular, he won sexiest costume, even though obviously there were other girls there who were actually sexy. But I was really proud of him. I'm like, you owned it. So I think from now on, for all of the Halloween costumes, we're gonna do cross-dressing. Also, I love dressing like a dude. It was so comfortable. Usually for Halloween, if I try to dress cute or sexy, it's just uncomfortable and everything is tight or laced up. And for me this time, I got to wear like a baggy polo, some baggy shorts. It was awesome. So yeah, maybe next year he'll go as a fairy. I think that'd be so cute. Okay. Something Halloween related. I'm gonna give her maybe like a crown. She's a fairy. Maybe she's a fairy queen. What's everyone's costumes this year? I'm curious. Okay. What kind of crown should we give her? Maybe like something spiked, something shredded as well. She's a tattered fairy. Okay, cool. And now I'm gonna do the face. Ooh, what kind of facial expression should I give her? I guess because it's such a small surface area, we don't have to worry too much about the details of the face, so I'll just quickly do something simple. Maybe she has her eyes closed. She's looking down. There we go. But yeah. Oh, another, I guess, little life update that's really exciting. I'm so pumped. Is I'm going to finally dive the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. My birthday is coming up next month, and I'm going with one of my best friends. My fiance can't go because he doesn't have enough vacation days, which is fine. We'll travel for a belated celebration over Christmas break, but over the November holiday break, one of my best friends and I were gonna go scuba diving. We booked a boat trip, so we're gonna live on a boat for 4 days, and all we're gonna do is dive. We're gonna wake up 6 a.m. every day, do a morning dive, come back for lunch, do an afternoon dive, and then do another afternoon dive, and then finally after dinner, a sunset dive, or sorry, not sunset dive, a night dive where it's completely dark and you get to see all the bioluminescent plankton. My friend has a GoPro, so I can hopefully capture some good footage. Gosh, I'm so excited. I've been wanting to go to the Barrier Reef for a while, and I know there's only a limited amount of time to actually see it before it completely dies, which is super tragic. But yeah, it's just, the best birthday celebration I can think of. Just being underwater with the fishies. And I think I can get inspired to do some more ocean-themed pieces again. Let's see. Death Eating Popcorn says, I think I shall cross-dress from now on too for Halloween. There are not enough good woman villains. And yes, dudes are much more comfortable. I went as Alice Cooper once, and I was dang warm and comfy. I've been moving house this month, so not really had time to costume. Probably just gonna do something dark fairy-ish. Oh yeah, like this girl. Well, I don't know if she's looking super dark right now. I feel like she needs horns or something. So maybe, ooh, you know what? Maybe instead of a crown, actually, thanks for the inspo, I'm gonna give her horns, like a demon fairy. That would be cool. So, but horns, let's see. I always mess up with the angle of the horns. Let's see. Maybe something tall. There you go. Haha. She is the queen of the dark fairies. And maybe I'll give her some like shoulder horns too, if she's gonna be a dark fairy. Maybe like little, there you go, ta-da. I mean, it's not really shoulder horns, but it's like a little spike on her shoulder. That gets the job done. Also, if she's dark, maybe I'll have her wearing like some sort of sexy dark shoe, like a lace-up boot or something. That'd be fun. Mitchie says, I like Halloween costumes that are kind of dark fantasy, like something beautiful turned horror. Yeah, me too. I think the caliber of cosplay and Halloween costumes goes up every year. I love seeing people's, like, especially people make their own costume. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with not making your own costume. I would never know how to make a costume, but just seeing like people's creative renditions of certain popular culture things. I love seeing all the pun costumes too. Those are always hilarious. Okay, not sure what I'm gonna do with this shoe yet, but maybe something with spikes. Actually, like, I haven't worn heels in so long, so I'm not even sure what a dark shoe would look like. Maybe something with, there you go, like some sort of string. Yeah, okay, this kind of looks like, by the way, I could never wear boots like this, the ones that go up your whole leg and you have to lace it up or tie it. Oh my gosh, it would just cut off circulation on my foot. Okay, that's it kind of works. Oh well, it gets the point across. I guess I also need to brush up on my fashion reference because I don't paint clothes a lot, so. Okay, there we go. Maybe I'll give her like long, pointy, something. More edges make it darker, right? Alyssa says, your birthday is in November. Yes, I am a November baby. I am a Scorpio, I guess. Although I don't really know anything about astrology, so I'm not sure what that means, but yes, November baby. And Tatiana says, that looks really good. Maybe you will consider to make this a real painting. Thank you. You know what? Maybe I will. Thank you for the encouragement. I think it's like one of the first live streams where the request wasn't something super silly, so maybe this actually will become something real. Although I do love the silly requests. Like that one, I forgot which month it was, but I was just drawing and you guys requested all these hilarious things. We drew like a male mermaid punching a shark, and then later changed it to giving the shark ice cream because I didn't want him to punch the shark. Man, hilarious. But yeah. Okay, finally done with the outline. Now ready for the paint. Oh no. Am I frozen? Oh no. Okay, my video does not look like it's moving. This is not good. What's going on?